Good morning. So I thought I'd bring you in my kitchen this morning and just kind of show you how meal prepping for, it was less than 2 hours on Sunday that I got my meal prep done, and how it helps me throughout the week. So one of the first things I prep in the morning to take along with me to work is my superfood smoothie. Now I love to shake it up. My favorite recipe right now is my vegan vanilla. And then I do also have our collagen peptides in there. I get unsweetened applesauce, and I make sure that you read the ingredients label and it says nothing but apples. So definitely, even though it advertises the front, always check out the booty and make sure it's really giving you what you want. So unsweetened applesauce. And then I always like to put an extra dash of vanilla and my cinnamon, which actually isn't the real brand. I reuse this container. I actually buy a different kind of cinnamon. So this is actually the cinnamon that I buy. I grab it on Amazon. And actually that CEYLON cinnamon is actually true cinnamon. A lot of cinnamon that you buy at the grocery store is a cinnamon bark. It's not the true cinnamon that gives you all the benefits that people talk about. So make sure that your cinnamon, look at the ingredients and look for CEYLON. I love to buy in bulk. We buy a lot of things in bulk in my house. So this is actually one of those things. We also grab pink salt in bulk. Okay, so along with the unsweetened factor, because there is actually some organic cane sugar and some natural sweetness in my superfood shake. So I don't need all the extra sugars in almond milk and things like that. So I have my unsweetened almond milk, and I do about a cup of that. Just getting it ready in my, let's talk about Taco Bell fitness. Get, the little cover thing. Get my dash of vanilla, just a dash. And then I'm kind of heavy-handed on my cinnamon because I love cinnamon. So I just do some dashes of that. Now, the next thing I do is I take my half a cup. And mind you, if I wasn't explaining what I was doing, it would go much faster. So it would be less than 2 minutes just prepping up my shake. And you may say, well, Jen, why aren't you blending it up or mixing your shake in with the ingredients right now? So I enjoy this at work as like my first breakfast. And the reason I don't mix it together now is because something that's really unique about my protein shake, it's not just a protein shake. It's got over 70 ingredients of superfoods and adaptation herbs and vitamins and minerals, including prebiotics and probiotics. And prebiotics and probiotics, once they hit liquid, they start like being alive. Well, I mean, they're alive in here now, but I want to make sure that I'm saving that goodness for my gut and my health to help clean me out. In fact, sometimes when someone first starts drinking their shake with me, they get a little bloated and feel a little uncomfortable the first week or two. And the reason I actually get excited about that is because everybody responds differently. Some people have big responses immediately. Some people, like myself, it took me about 2 weeks before I noticed, oh, I'm not craving chocolate anymore. Oh, my skin and my nails are getting stronger. Oh, my hair is nicer. Like, it took me about 2 or 3 weeks of one a day to see a change, but some people have that instant, and that gurgling in your gut is actually a detox symptom. It's actually those prebiotics and probiotics going to work and getting everything moving and getting out of you. So I actually love when someone's sensitive enough that their body responds immediately. So I know that's just like a little tip for future. But so now I have that all ready. Again, thanks to past me who took 2 hours on Sunday to meal prep. I have today I have a cabbage salad I have some curry tofu and some curried jasmine rice and potatoes. So that's in here. Where's my miso soup? I have my miso soup and some hummus. And then 2 hard-boiled eggs. I am not 100% plant-based. I am just mostly plant-based. I don't have eggs or dairy every day or every week, but my significant other and my son do not follow strict plant-based. So the things are here and sometimes they incorporate into my meal. Now, the next part is my veggie snacks and my veggie sides. And I do what I call a prep it buffet because I like to change my mind and mix it up throughout the week. So this week I had bell peppers. So I had diced up red, yellow, and orange bell peppers, and I had them in a container. And so today I'm gonna do something a little different. I have cucumbers to pick from, carrots, and celery. And so what I mean by prep it buffet is I just have a whole bunch of washed and cut veggies that I can grab if I'm feeling like you ever find yourself like dancing in front of the fridge, like go for the veggies first, right? And then also like take note, did you not eat enough? Did you not drink enough water? Like what's going on? Why are you dancing in front of the fridge? So I just love to fill my stasher bags. These things are awesome. With a mix of vegetables. I'm gonna go with cucumbers and celery in this one. A little different. And then I also have my stasher bag, so that's what I also put my hard-boiled eggs in. And what's really fun is when I was in Miami last month, I had a stasher bag with me when I went down to South Beach, and when I was in the ocean, I put my phone and wallet and money in my stasher bag, and it like didn't get any sand or water in it. And then I changed because I had a backpack with some extra clothing, and then I rolled up my swimsuit and I stuck it in the stasher bag after I took out my wallet and and my keys and things. And so then I could seal up my wet clothing, my wet suit from the ocean, and put it in my book bag, and we enjoyed like dinner on South Beach and walking around without having to worry about my wet swimsuit. So it was like dual purpose. It was keeping things dry, and then it was keeping things from getting wet. So it's almost like a thermos keeps your food hot or cold. A stasher bag can keep things dry or wet. I don't know. Hopefully you followed me. It's the morning. I don't usually do big explanations. So I'm going to do some extra credit carrots here. Now I actually personally pack way more veggies than I need for the day, just because I am someone who struggles with sense hunger often, where that's everybody in the office making coffee makes me think I want coffee. Just as seeing people eat and talk about chocolate and talk about chips and things that are like being passed around, those things can make me want to like think I want them. So what I do is I drink a glass of water when I feel that sense hunger, which sense hunger is not true real hunger. Sense hunger is you see it, you touch it, you feel it, you smell it. One of your senses makes you experience the food, and so then you eat it. So to counteract that, I use my Mindset Nutrition course tricks, and I drink a glass of water, and then I'll have my carrots. And if I still want it, after saying I'll have the cookie next week, I'll have the chocolate next week, I'll have the whatever it is next week, if I still want that thing after drinking a full glass of water and eating, say, my carrots, then okay, I really did want it. When's the last time I was silly? Okay, it was a week or two ago. I'll be silly. And so that's how I kind of make choices. But often I find when I just push it off for a short period of time, when I just push it off and just say, you know, I'll have it next week, I'm fine. And I didn't really want it. It was just because I saw it. And just because you see it or feel like it doesn't necessarily mean it's the right time to have it. So my day of food is ready to be packed. You're actually sitting on my lunchbox, so I can't fill it up. And it's just gonna help me feel my best. It's gonna help me have better energy. It feels good to come home with dirty dishes and eat what I packed. It feels good to achieve and make progress in my health and fitness goals, especially during the holidays. And I've shared this a couple times, is like, honestly, I think sometimes we put so much pressure and stress on the holiday meals and the holiday food. And when you actually stop and think about it, what's going to happen in January? You're going to have, like, Super Bowl is right around the corner, and you're going to like have a party with a lot of food, right? You're going to have some, if you're in the Northeast or in the West like me, maybe, you're going to have snow, and you're going to find yourself like having some hot chocolate and treats and things like that because you're stuck inside and you just want to have some comfort food, right? And then Valentine's Day hits in February, and all the chocolate comes right back out, just like Halloween, in which case, like, the Valentine's Day chocolate comes out in January, right? Then you're going to add in March, and March starts preparing for Easter, which I didn't look at when Easter is in 2020, but it's either March or April. But as soon, or even before Valentine's Day passes, the Easter chocolate starts coming out. And all of a sudden you realize, like, holidays are not necessarily a special time to have tempting and temptation food and chocolate and candy. Like, it is always around us, right? So that's why I feel so passionately about, like, just getting in the right mindset, learning tips and tricks, having a specific plan, having someone like me to help you and follow. Because, guys, it doesn't stop. Like, just because the first is going to come, this onslaught of food and parties is not going to stop. So if you can't make everything around you stop, you can make how you look at it and what you respond and how you do different. And that's what I help. That's what I help people do. I help them plan differently and feel better. So hopefully this was helpful. What are you packing for your lunch today? Or is this something you struggle with? Do you need to see more and would like to know more about this? So let me know in the comments below or message me, and make it a spectacular Wednesday.